We got crazy winds, man. 1 minute it's blowing from over here. The next minute it's blowing from over there. And so now it's blowing from over here, so we got to turn around. So let's go turn it around. Well, like I said, we got gusty winds, and they're gusting pretty strong at times, so I don't know. It's going to be a crazy day. I probably shouldn't be flying this. But what the heck, I brought it out to fly, so let's go flying! Not bad. Not bad at all. Took off in a predictable manner. I was on the rudder though, if needed. I just tried sticks off. It's good, 2200. I got it all the way to the nose this time. I don't know if I can't remember where I fly it, but if the CG felt good, it's flying well. Pick up some speed in the corner. We'll start adding more rudder. Vertical. Why do you want to go vertical? I see. Nothing happens when you're up in the air. Yeah, you can see it get whipped around in the wind. So the wind's kind of coming from the worst direction right now. West. It was supposed to be blowing northwest. It's supposed to be light, but I felt some gusts that had to be over 10 while I was getting set up here. I swear it was pretty calm until I started getting the battery out and getting the camera ready. And then it was like all of a sudden the wind said, yeah, we're going to come out and play today. You can see it getting pushed there. This does have ASX. I don't think I got safe on it. I don't know. I'm not going to flip any switches while it's in the air. I don't think I do. Probably should, you know, because might actually save a plane someday. Ooh, the wind made that ugly.
Time remaining 3 minutes.
The wind almost feels like it's blowing this way. I don't know, landing is going to be sketch city here. Alright. I feel it blowing more on my back
Takeoff flaps.
than I do on my front, so.
Landing flaps. Timer stop.
There we go. Whew! Yep, the winds did switch right there to the pull, so I kind of stuck it. I felt it, man. I felt it. I was like, that's northwest. That's kind of, it's still west mostly, but it's flying.
Stunt 3.
Oh well.
Gear up.
Ah, shoot, son of a gun, man. Did it again, man. I went to hit the flaps. I was all over it. I was looking up. Well, I wasn't paying attention. Blah, 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 blah. The sun was in my eye.
Gear up. Gear down.
Okay, gear is down. Flaps are up. Let's see if we can turn it around now. Yeah, it's in the rough. It's in the rough. This grass is terrible, man. There we go. It's going down the rough. You see the rough ridges, man. Luckily I landed. It was a good landing. I ain't complaining about that landing one bit. I just didn't know what way the wind was going to be blowing. Drove the trailer today, brought the trailer out. Didn't really need to. Brought the trailer, brought the carbon Z cub. The wing got scratched in the dang trailer. I think it slid underneath that table. I don't know what happened to it. It got scratched. I'm so PO'd about that, but can't do anything about it now. It's just a hanger rash. It lasted a long time. There's your Corsair bed. She's a fun flight. Like I said, I got winds today. They're just blowing from this way, from that way, mainly from the west here, which is the absolute worst winds you can have at this field. Just because you got these trees, you got a little opening over the house down there, makes it swirl. You got that opening right there where the tower's at. It just, west winds are the worst. But there's times when it's not blowing, so you just got to pick your time to land. And if it's blowing when you're landing, hope you can land it. Corsair in the sun, we had fun. Jeff in the sun. Tuco riding the shade, he had a fun run around. And we're here at Liberty Landing having fun. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing to become part of Team Let's Go Flying. Ow, ow, ow.